I am glad that you are here. So, one of the things I wanted to do is to put on a live because I've been getting a lot of questions about, retirement. Can I afford to retire? What does it look like for me? And what I wanted to do is just bring everyone together and answer those questions for you. I am Shari. I retired after 25 years and 7 months of federal service last year, July 31st, 2025. One thing about this journey, I know if you watch my other videos, it took OPM 327 days to approve my pension. That journey has taught me three things: patience, planning, and protecting my financial future. So that's why I started this YouTube channel so that we can have an outlet to share experiences with like minded individuals. I encourage you, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. If I don't get to your questions tonight, I will definitely respond to them in the comment section. The first question that I've been getting is, am I eligible to retire? Can I afford to retire? What does that look like? What does my numbers look like? And that's what I want to do. I want to kind of walk you through. I've gotten that question so many times. So let's go ahead and break it down for you, right? And I'm only going to give you honest answers only. So get your pen and paper together. Let's be respectful, subscribe, and let's be engaged. So tonight's roadmap: when can I retire? We're going to talk about calculating your pension. When can you afford it? TSP is a backup. And then your turn. I'm going to turn it over to you so that you can ask me any questions that you may have. So let's get into it. First question is, am I eligible? Am I eligible to retire? And honestly, that's where that part gets really confusing. Yes, there are three paths available to FERS employees. The first one is path one. If you're age 62 or older, you have 5 years of credible service, you can immediately retire with an annuity. If you are 60 years old with 20 plus years of service and you are 60 plus, you can retire with that 20 years of service for an immediate annuity. Now, the sticky part: there's a minimum retirement age plus 30 years. We call that the MRA plus 30 group. You can also retire with an immediate annuity. There's a fourth path. It is reduced. It's the MRA plus 10 years. If you decide that you are the age, you are under 62 and you want to retire after 10 years of federal service, you absolutely can. However, you're going to receive a 5% reduction until you turn age 62. So just know that if you chose that route. So let's talk about how to calculate your basic FERS pension. First, you have to take your high threes. You multiply that by your years of service times the 1%. And I use the example, let's say your high threes is $100,000 times your 25 years of federal service times that 1%. That means you're looking at a pension of $25,000 per year. If you are over 62 plus with 20 years, you get a little cushion. You don't get the 1%, you get 1.1%. So the $25,000 is for those that get 1%. For those that are 62 plus 20 plus years, you get the 1.1%, which gives you a nice cushion of $27,500. Let's meet Denise. We're going to meet Denise. Denise's current age is 62 years old. She's a FERS retiree. Her high threes is $100,000. And Denise has worked 25 years. Retirement age, 62 years old. So let's take Denise's number. Let's take her high threes plus her years of service, plus Denise is 62 years old, so she gets that little cushion. Let's take her $27,500 a year. We're going to divide that now by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. So Denise is looking at $2,291.67 as her gross, not net, but her gross. So Denise is looking at about $2,300, but that's not what she's going to get in her retirement because OPM still has to do their things. If you have life insurance, health insurance, court orders coming out of your paycheck, whatever you have coming out, taxes, that 2,300 is going to be reduced by that much. So don't spend the $2,200 to $2,300 yet because it's going to be reduced. Let's get into it. So Denise knows that now roughly she's looking at $2,300 a year, right? I mean a month. The hard part isn't that if Denise could retire. The hardest part she's facing is does she have enough money to carry her through? And oh, by the way, OPM has not finished her retirement case yet. So she can't even count on the $2,291.67 yet because she has not received it. So what she is looking at is about $1,500 in her interim pay. As you know, in my experience, it took OPM 327 days to finalize my retirement pension. So my bills did not stop. My mortgage did not stop. However, my savings got completely depleted. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, can I cover my bills while OPM process my retirement? Now, what the calculation does, you enter your monthly expenses, you enter your how much you saved, and then how much you're expecting from OPM, from your interim payment. And that will really give you what you're looking at. So let's look at Denise. Her monthly expenses are $3,500. Her available savings that she put aside is $12,000. Her interim pay, if she gets it from OPM, is going to be about $1,500. She's also expecting that pension of $2,991.67 per month. That leaves Denise a shortfall of $2,000 gap a month. If you take the $12,000 that she saved, you divide it by the $2,000 shortfall, Denise has enough money for 6 months. And that's real talk. It's not, can I retire? It's, can I survive off of the interim pay? It's, to me, I call it reality check. I have built a calculator just for this purpose to make sure I didn't run out of any funds. And I want to share my screen and share it with you. So these are some free tools that I developed to help you with your retirement. One is the waiting planner. It helps you calculate the OPM weight and how much money that you're going to actually need in your retirement. The exchange, and I have an upcoming video that talks about this, where you look at your FEHB, your Medicare Part B. Do you take one or the other, or do you take them both? And this calculator will help you decide what that dollar figure looks like if you decide one or the other, or if you decide to keep both. The next tool that I built, it's called the bridge test. And the bridge test is used to, if you decide that you're going to work outside of retirement, you get a job. You know that you can only work so many, earn so many dollars per year before it affects your pension. And so this calculator will let you know what that dollar figure looks like, how much you can actually earn in additional revenue before it affects your pension. Another calculator that I built, it's called the country comparison, where you look at countries like Thailand, Panama, Vietnam, Portugal, Mexico, and the Philippines. And I give you a side by side comparison what those countries look like if you decide that you want to take your funds, your retirement pension, and move abroad. Also, I have developed a country quiz that's also on my D2 website. Go check it out. So what you do is you put in some information, your likes and your dislikes, and what's important to you, saving money, peace of mind, being by the beach, being in a big city. And it will tell you the best country for you. And then I have created a collection where you can get all 6 countries. If you can't decide which one you want, you'll have the option of downloading all 6 countries and comparing them. But the comparison is free. Then I want to talk about surviving the wait. Like, how do you literally survive the wait of the OPM delays? And right now, there are 108 days backlog. So you need to be prepared. I want to show you the Survive the Wait guide that I put together. It talks about smart budgeting. It teaches you to plan ahead. It keeps you confident and it helps you build financial freedom. So I call it plan, budget, focus, and freedom. That too, you can find it on my YouTube. Now, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I want to turn it over and see if there's any questions any of you have for me. Feel free to come off the mic and ask them if you have any questions. Okay, hearing none. So as we close, I just want to say thank you for spending part of your evening with me tonight. I really appreciate that you on my first live video. So Sweaty Cop, really appreciate you. If you are preparing for federal retirement, or if you're waiting on OPM's to finalize your case, just be patient. I have some, like I said, tools on my YouTube in my bio. Check them out. If you want to ask me any questions personally, please reach out to me. I'm at Retirement with Shari on YouTube. And hopefully, everything that we discussed tonight has added some value to you or your life. Just remember that everything is for informational purposes. Make sure that you're checking your numbers with your retirement office, with OPM, with a professional. This video has helped you. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you ring the bell for future notifications